Just take a look around. Darkness rules the earth.
In a dangerous world.
Governments crumble. Chaos reigns.
In a treacherous time.
There is opportunity in chaos.
Evil is a fact.
We shall succeed where they have failed.
Drax is on a quest for a supernatural power.
They know far too much.
And courage.
Stop them. You're the only one who can.
Is a phantom.
Who was that guy?
Somebody I already killed.
There are some who say he is only a myth. Soon they will discover the Phantom is real.
What is happening, everybody and fellow nerds? Welcome to Parzival 96. I am your host Parzival, and today, as you can tell, I am finally in my new spot, in my new home, at my new location. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this, and you will also enjoy the video. Today, as you can tell from the trailer, and as you can tell from the title, today is Parzival's recommendations. Now, what does that mean? Well, throughout the week, or there's going to be maybe a day or so in a month, I'm going to choose how many days I want to do this in a month, or if it's just going to be one. This month it's just going to be this one, since it's getting so close to the end of December anyway already, guys. And what that means is I'm going to choose a movie that I've seen before, whether it's old, new, or whatever. And it's going to be sort of like reviews. I am going to tell you how good I think the movie is, and I will give a score for it. But it is more of a recommendation. I'm going to tell you guys about the movie. I'm going to probably go a little bit more in depth into the story, everything. I won't ruin much for you guys. Hold on, I want to... There we go. OCD was bothering me a little bit. I wanted to fix the frame. So anyway, guys, I'm going to, like I said, tell you more about the movie, and then I'm going to let you decide whether or not you want to see it or not. And this is why it's called Parzival's Recommendations. I'm going to recommend a movie, and if you see it, and people are like, oh, this is a cool movie, who'd you hear it from? You can say it was Parzival 96, refer to my channel, and then they can come see, and they can talk about they can come see me talking about the movie, and they can see all my other videos, and they can subscribe, and they can like if they want to. And I'm going to keep doing these until you guys just don't want it no more. And as you can tell, my new location is really cool. I don't have all my... Well, I only have one other figure that's not in the frame, and he's like way over there on my gaming section, and he is huge. I might show him one time. I might give you a tour of the new room, maybe sometimes. I don't know. We're going to decide from that. But as you can see right here, got a cool little Deku statue from My Hero Academia, also known as Izuku Midoriya. And then I have Dick Grayson from the Arkham series. And then my pop figures, I got little Red Ranger Jason from Mighty Morphin, Trunks from Dragon Ball Z, and then Parzival from Ready Player One. So this is going to be really cool. All my movies. That's not all my movies. There's two other shelves over here, plus I got movies in a stand over here too. But like I said, we are talking about, speaking of my other movie shelf, The Phantom. And hopefully I can get it fixed to where you guys can actually see what this says. But anyway, I really am excited to talk about this movie for you guys. It came out in the year 1999, so a few years after I was born. I was born in 1996. Shows how young I am for some of you older, for some of the older viewers who are here and they actually like the channel. I am a young guy, but I love a lot of my old movies. Like some of my favorite ones are from Alfred Hitchcock, and then others as well. But and then these will tell you like all my movies in fantasy, and then superheroes and Star Wars, and then there's a section of just nothing but Fast and Furious, and then I believe, yeah, right there from that section all the way to Lord of the Rings is nothing but James Bond, except for the two Kingsman movies. But other than that, it's just nothing but James Bond. So all the way from the very first one, which is Sean Connery, all the way to the last one, which is Daniel Craig, until we get the new James Bond movie, which is probably going to come out sometime next year or a year after that. They've announced it. Then you can see my guitars in frame now as well. I play guitar as well. But anyway, talking about the movie, like I said, it came out in 1999. It is a movie set into a family of heroes. The very first one shows you the very first one when he was a kid. He was a sailor, so it was during 1700s or way before then, if I remember correctly. And he was sailing along with his family on a ship, and then pirates came, and the pirates are known as the Sai Bai Sang, or the Sang Brotherhood, and they plunge his ship, raid it, and then destroy it, and then he washes up onto a beach. And I believe the beach is somewhere in South America. I'm trying to remember exactly. South America or Africa? I don't think it's Africa. So it's somewhere in South America. And he gets stranded onto the shore. He gets found by a group of tribesmen. They take him and raise him, and the local shaman of the village blesses him and gives him the ring, which you can see in the case of this trailer. Well, not trailer. You can also see in the trailer, I believe. The ring right there. There we go. Skull ring. That's the ring that the medicine men gave. And the story is set around this family. Now, it doesn't actually show a family of heroes, almost like in a weird way of The Incredibles. It's just one male from each line. I mean, each male down the line. So the next generation, so on and so forth. Once he is of age, he's trained properly and knows everything to do, he becomes the next Phantom, or as they call him, because apparently he never dies, but it's just because it's a new generation taking over each time, even if one gets wounded or dies. They call him the Ghost Who Walks, because he protects the village and everything else. So he's the protector of this big South American nation or village. Apparently, he's like the big one of all. He'll travel around in there, and this one is now the new generation, and I believe it is set in the 30s or 40s, or sometime after World War II. I'm trying to remember exactly the year frame here in this film. You'll see it in the you'll see from just some of the clothing and everything they have in the trailer, and then whenever you watch the movie, you'll see what the actual year is for them during this time period for this Phantom. And it's just really cool in how it's the next male in the generation becomes the Phantom. This one, he was off in college in America, and as all the normal Phantoms has, because they're American, they're not South American or anything like that. And he's there, and while he's there, his father, the original Phantom, we should quote for original here, everybody, is quote original Phantom, and his father gets struck and ill and dies. He's wounded really bad, but I think he's still alive when Kit, who is the main character of this story, goes and finds his dad. We don't hear this. This is part of the story that we hear later in the film. And then he takes up the mantle as the Phantom. And he's been there ever since. So everyone he knew from college just all of a sudden just saw Kit one day and never seen him again for, I think, about 2 years, a year, something like that, from what the girl says in the film, who was his love interest. He was in college with her, and they were a thing. And then it happens. And then it's also set up or a story for the Sang Brotherhood to come back, and how they're back in the modern time and how they do everything. And then back to the village when the very first Walker was found. That's their actual the family's last name is Walker. Kit Walker. His however many great-grandfathers in the village, there's 3 skulls. One of jade, one of gold, and one of silver. Each 3, if you put it together, gives a person absolute power. But the 4th is the ring on his finger, and that's what he uses for power. Sorry, I'm kind of giving spoilers away here, but it's a really good movie, everybody. And the evil guy in the story is trying to find these skulls. And then by the end of the film, I don't want to give it away, and it's just a long, cool journey, and it gives you that really cool adventure. It's not like Lord of the Rings adventure, where it has the fantasy and everything in it, but it gives you like an old school superhero adventure, where it is a superhero from who's supposed to be from a long time, and everything else, but it's modern-ish with the year that they're in. Even though they're actually in 1999 for filming, it's supposed to be set in 1930s or 40s, I believe, if not 20s. I might be wrong there with the 20s. It's probably 30s or 40s. So I believe it's a good movie. For today's standards, it probably wouldn't be that great of a movie unless they tweaked things and made it better. If they kept everything and they wanted to remake this film, I would love to remake this film, or at least give a new story and telling of the Walker legacy. I know we had a newer one in the mid 2000s. It's supposed to be like the great grandson or grandson of 1999 Billy Zane's Kit Walker's character. It looked okay. The costume I didn't really care for. It didn't feel Phantom to me. I really loved the costume in the 1999 film. I would love a more modern retelling, cool, new done version of that than the one we had in the mid 2000s. Never really gave that one a full chance. Like I said, it didn't really appeal to me. I liked the story and how he was a continuation of the Walker family, because obviously to be the continuation of the Walker family if you're going to be the Phantom. But at the same time, he could have taken his mother's maiden name, and then who knows? I don't think he's actually called Walker in the film. I'm gonna have to. I guess I'll give it a try sometime and let you guys know. It probably won't be Parzival's recommendation. The only movies I'm gonna recommend is the ones that I think are really good to myself personally, and I think you guys should give a try. So, you guys should totally give Phantom a try. I give it 5 out of 5 for trailer. For film, I would probably give it a solid 8 out of 10. To me, it's not the best film in the world, not just because I'm trying to take out my nostalgia filter. If you just put in pure nostalgia, 10 out of 10 all the time. That's just because I still purely enjoy it and still love it from when I was a kid. Other than that, everybody, I really hope you guys give this movie a chance. If you do, comment in the comments below. Tell me if you liked it or not. Tell me if you recommend it to anybody, and if anybody's new here, let me know as well from that. Other than that, I really hope you enjoy The Phantom. And no, not The Phantom from Phantom of the Opera, even though I might be doing that as a recommendation as well, because I love that musical and everything with that. So I will let you know there. But other than that, everybody, subscribe, like, comment below, hit that notification bell. I will do another video here soon. It won't be a Parzival's recommendation. It'll be a normal review, or we'll just be doing a fun little video just talking about stuff, everybody. So other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video.